So hello everyone, welcome to another episode of me yelling about Yomi with my friends. Today I've got the one, the only, the amazing Riker on the microphone with me.
Thank you.
And we're about to commentate a match we are both super excited to watch. This is the semifinals, is that the correct term for it?
It's loser semifinals, yes.
Alright, loser semifinals of the Feature Film Festival Fight tournament organized by Bomber 678, and we've got Raziek versus Hartley. So we all know Raz. If you've spent
He's
any
only
amount of
been
time,
around for forever now.
yeah, if you've watched any amount of Yomi online at all on YouTube through anyone, you've seen Raz play and just murder dudes. But we have this dark horse that we are both super excited about. We really want to see what he's about. Hartley he's a newer player, right?
All that we have left in this tournament, this was a huge tournament, and all we have left is I'm in winners finals set to play against Clan Natoy. Both of us have been around, we're old as dirt.
Yeah.
And I've been out of the scene for a while, but I came back. This is my first big event since then. I'm sitting here. I caught people off guard. Apparently, I don't know. And Clan's been around. He's been doing well off and on throughout his career. And I think Clan actually put Raz in losers bracket, which is very impressive. But it's those two names pretty well. Raz, because Raz has been running the circuit since he started playing a good character.
Yeah.
He played Val in V1. But Raz played Valerie in version 1. He was probably the Valerie. I mean, Photix, or I think it was Photix, at one point said that no Valerie would ever win a tournament, yada, 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 yada. He won the biggest V1 tournament.
Right.
With almost solo Valerie. I think he played Rook against Grave twice. But then he stopped playing her when they nerfed Burst of Speed. Burst of Speed now makes it so that normals and specials, or your attacks, can only go down to 1.0.
Right.
He thought that it was just too big, that she was just not worth playing in V2 because she couldn't beat she couldn't tie with the 0.0s that were a big deal. Trying Chromatic Orb with Graves Uppercut's a huge deal for a bad matchup.
Yep.
But now he's playing as Hartley.
Yeah,
Hartley is in top 4 with Valerie.
with solo Valerie.
I played Hartley in round 1, and I tried Grave. Grave is the go-to textbook pick into Valerie.
Yep.
I got schooled.
Yeah. I'm looking at his. I pulled up his performance on my spreadsheet just to look at his recent tournament experience, and he's got a 6-1 record versus Grave.
Yeah.
Granted, it's
Wait,
it's just 7.
That's just is that one loss the game he played against me in round 1?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow, he beat me 2-1 in Grave, and then I switched because I was scared.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just absurd.
I've been watching him, and I played him in round 1. I played him in Quick Match one time beforehand, which was one of his first games. And I played him in round 1 of this tournament, and I didn't think much of him, and he took me to game. He took me to game 7, I think, whatever the math is for the last game.
Yeah.
No, I think he took me one beforehand because I think he ended up losing because he did not respond to Cycloid well. It was a 0.0 move, the thing Raz is complaining about when they changed with Valerie, that it kind of just ran train on him. But I've been watching him since, and every time I see him, he's getting better and better and better. And I'm just super impressed. I really hope he does well.
Yeah, I was trying to look like I asked you prior to this call, what do you know about Hartley? Who is this young man? This masked man?
This is Kohai. I love Kohai.
Yeah, exactly. So it turns out the only thing we know about him is he's new, he's relatively new, at least online. Who knows if he's played a lot of the physical version. He's got a beastly solo Val. He hasn't played a single other character in tournament.
Yep.
And he's from Toronto. That's the only thing I know about him.
That's interesting because Raz is from Halifax in Nova Scotia. So this is two Canadians.
That's right. Battling in the recently thawed frozen north.
I'm so glad I don't live up there. I fell in my swimming pool today. It would have been too cold.
Yeah, no, today was nice. We just had some grillins, so...
Oh, that's what we're doing tomorrow. But,
So what do you think Raz plays? Does Raz pick Zane
Raz
here?
I know Raz, and Raz is looking at anybody. It doesn't matter what character you play. You can lead. I've been joking about what I'm going to lead at him, trying to get him to pick Zane in my match.
Right.
And the thing is, if he does not know that he will not win, then he is going to play you with Zane.
Okay.
That's what's going to come out here, 100%. There's no way he plays something else. He's going to play Zane. And if he's made to switch, he will. He has no shame in leaving that character if it's not going to work. But he's going to put his best foot forward initially. There's no doubt that the opening matchup we're going to see is Zane Val.
Okay.
Now, if Raz loses a game and it's an absolute stomp, or he loses 2 games in a row or something like that, I don't know what he'll do.
I'm wondering.
He may go to the Ditto. I don't think he'll go to Geiger.
Ooh, Valerie Ditto? Is that
Valerie
even allowed?
I would say that that hands down, Raz has 3 characters that are like legitimate top level super threat. He can play the cast, but there's 3 characters that I actually like would validly respect, and I'm giving away my secrets because I'm playing the team draft with him next week. So I'm just telling you what to ban.
Okay, don't worry, I'll cut this out. Viewers, just pretend I cut the mic here. Okay, no, go ahead. Sorry, I had a cough.
He plays Zane. He plays Geiger. For the longest time, I thought his Geiger was a joke, but he got it there. And Zane Geiger is the meta game right now,
right?
Because Zane runs into Trock, he does not like it, and Geiger mollywops Trock. That's the I picked this character because he covers my main.
Right.
They work well together.
Right.
And it's not like it's a joke either. He beat Deluxe's grave with Geiger.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's got a very solid Geiger. Sure.
And his Valerie is still very solid. That's the other character that I see him play and pick into people, and I'm not worried for him at all.
Yeah, he's pulled Val out a couple of times actually in tournament play.
I know. Surprisingly, I think he's more comfortable playing. Okay, Mad King has been a demon for him. He's beaten him more often than he's lost to Mad King.
Right.
But Mad King has. I think the Quince matchup is in Zane's favor. I've played Mad King a few times, and I think that Mad King has a good read on Raz.
Right. Yeah. He's playing the man, not the match.
Yeah. And that's Quince in general, though.
Mm-hmm.
But people talk about textbook how bad Geiger Quince is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Raz will pick Val, I believe, into that before he'll pick Geiger.
Gotcha.
And I agree with that. I think Geiger Quince is not that solid because of the. But anyway, I've been on this on the boards plenty of times. I'm not going to get into that right now. This is not the discussion.
Yeah. And so in terms of this match, you're saying we're going to see Val, Zane.
Maybe we're going to see that initially. I don't know where it's going to go from there.
Yeah.
He may try Geiger because that's what worked for me. I think Valerie beats Geiger slightly. But it changes the dynamic of the game when you put Cycloid Revolution in there. Zane has Maximum Anarchy. He can play that, and it will just win the game. Right. We did it, boys.
Yeah.
I hit you once, and then you got hit with Anarchy.
Mission accomplished.
But it's not accessible. If you whiff it, it ain't coming back.
Yeah.
With Geiger, it takes 2 aces to throw out a 0.0 optimal combat option.
Mm-hmm.
And with 4 of them, if he doesn't have a burst, you can take half of Valerie's life bar. But if you hit it at all, you take a quarter. And you can get it again. Yep. And once you have it, you can threaten. And then you put up Temporal Distortion, and you can threaten, I have this 40 damage move that you can just walk into, or you can let me throw you and I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly. I can throw you for 1 million damage.
Yeah, do you want 40 or 1 million? What's the choice? Oh, it looks like you wanted 1 million.
Yeah.
But I mean, Valerie can rush Geiger down. That puts you on the back foot until you get to the late game where you're going to be threatening Cycloid every single turn. But that's the thing, is I don't know which I feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, I had a quick look at the matchup chart, both the sort of historical results matchup chart and the one maintained by Ephotics. And just in terms of historical results, so 16 tournament matches of Valerie versus Geiger. Mm-hmm. 5 wins for Valerie, 11 losses to Geiger.
I would say a lot of that is that Hartley, I think, is the best Valerie right now.
Right.
And the only other one worth looking at is Raz, except for I think Naguten is around some.
Yeah, Naguten plays Val.
I know he was playing Valerie instead of Onimaru, which is sad to me because he stopped playing Onimaru, meaning that maybe now we have a Valerie, but now we don't have an Onimaru.
Yeah, I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. I mean, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Champ. But,
yeah, I'll go from a character with all the throws to a character with none of the throws.
It's the perfect dichotomy. But that's the thing. I think a lot of that is we have a lot of strong Geiger players.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you've got Deluxe. You've got
personally, I think I'm
Raz,
the best.
Riker.
But
Yep.
Deluxe and Raz are both good. Southpaw has had great results.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in Rad XT, even though Rad XT hasn't done anything in a while. We've got the Cap running around. There's enough strong Geiger players, and if you're running into a Geiger with Valerie, then it means you're a Valerie player, of which we have very few that are notable.
Yeah.
Running into somebody who is playing Geiger, who's likely, if they're playing Geiger, it's likely one of these people that are good at the character.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like how the Midori historical results look like, oh, wow, yeah, Midori, legitimate, like, top 10 character. That's because, like, two, Leontes and Cleanse are just in there, just ruining people with them constantly.
What I'm saying is, if you're counterpicking, if you're a good player looking to play the matchup against Geiger, right?
Yeah.
There are stronger choices. Why would you pick Valerie?
Right.
To what end? The only person in the world I think has a legitimate reason to be picking Valerie into Geiger, given their character pool that isn't Hartley, is Mad King.
Right.
Mad King's Valerie is nothing to sniff at. He's been playing it consistently for a while now, and Quince Geiger is a Geiger-sided matchup. Get out of it. Other than that, like, where are you going? Who's doing that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. It's going to go in a couple places. I know that Raz upkeeps his DeGray. That's another character that I forgot about that could come out, and Valerie doesn't much like dying in 2 hits.
Seems, yeah, she's allergic to cues. Makes her eyes water.
I mean, that's the whole thing about DeGray is you have Ace Dodge, 7 Throw, and Pile Bunker. Pick your poison. One of these things will lose.
Yes.
Throw loses to 2 of them, but attack beats them and loses horrifically the 3rd.
Yeah, it just loses twice as hard to the other one.
But I don't know where else Raz would even consider going outside of those characters. Like, I look through and I know he's played other characters, but I don't think that they're as solid. Like, he doesn't things that I know Raz doesn't like to play against as Valerie. I know he doesn't like Argargarg. Raz doesn't have one of those.
Right.
He thinks Lum is annoying. Raz has got a ghost of a Lum kind of sword. Not really.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, with a player like Raz who's been around for a while, I assume that you can play.
Yeah, if
you can play the
character,
cast.
he can play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
he's just not his forte.
Yeah, you don't want to pick. You don't want to pick a character that you're good at against, like in tournament level play, especially not against a character specialist. Like,
and especially
I feel like
not
that's
far into a bracket. Ugh.
Yeah, for sure.
You've come past the kiddie leagues. Setsuki's another character that he doesn't play that I know he doesn't like to play against. He doesn't like to play against Onimaru. He plays that. His Onimaru is I don't know what is correct with Onimaru. Don't get me wrong. I've tried to play that character. Boom, over my head. Not happening.
You just need to have a couple beers. In my experience, if you toss a couple back, that character is OP as shit.
Put Shax on this character. I'm down. Oh my goodness. But I would say Raz's character pool, like the things that I'm most scared of with Raz are Zane, Valerie, Geiger, DeGray, and Gloria in that order.
Okay. Does Raz have a Gloria?
He does. He also has a Gwen.
Ooh.
That's kind of his quick match bot.
Right,
I mean, that might show up, but I doubt it. Ugh, I can't. Raz plays Gwen
just uncomfortable
fun.
Noises.
Raz plays Gwen for fun. I think Gwen is bad. I think Controversial opinion warning.
Yep. Yes, that's right. Hide your children. Please speak to them responsibly about the birds and the bees, and then return to this cast already in progress. Go ahead, Riker.
I think Gwyn might be, bottom 4.
Okay.
There's no results for her. You've got Ultimate and Hooves used to be around. And other than that, who's making noise?
Well, who else really plays her though? It's just pretty much those two. I mean, is Hooves still active? Does he still play?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you've got people like Raz and Jushichi both play Gwyn in Quick Match constantly. Obnoxiously. I like Persephone in Quick Match, so I deserve this. That matchup is not fun. But I was going to say is, like, nobody wants to stake the game on this 85 life, effective 80 life, weak to 1.0 speed move character.
Right. But I mean, so, I remember it was in recent memory that Gloria was considered kind of bad. And LK has been making waves with her. Like,
I also think Gloria's still kind of bad. But I've had my opinion swayed on Midori.
Right.
I've had my opinion swayed on Valerie, who people have put down there. I've had my opinion swayed on Jaina, which is to say I used to think Jaina was better than I do now, and now I think she's probably bottom 4.
Right.
And I've had my opinion changed on Vendetta from my own experience. So I'm like, who is the bottom 3? I think the bottom 8 are a significant cut down from the rest of the game. Okay. So I think even if you're not in the bottom 4, if you're one of those characters we were just talking about, you're still probably trash. Trash. This is not a game where you have trash characters.
Yeah, no. This is for new listeners or new players to the game. Like when we talk about, like there being tiers, they are incredibly compressed in comparison to, like,
by this game's nature as a card game,
yeah,
your weaknesses will both be lessened and exaggerated.
Yeah.
Depending on the draw.
For sure.
Somebody asked me when I was in Quick Match I was playing Vendetta against Quince, and he asked me what the matchup was. I was in the middle of getting perfected, and I said, it's probably about 6-4 Quince if I don't draw an acrobatics.
Yeah.
I was getting stomped. I spent 2 games without getting one. Then I found all my cards, and Quince just folded 3 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some variance to this game in some matchups, but for the most part, you will see consistently the better player wins.
Yeah.
And you will also note, I went digging through with Raz recently, looking at the tournament leaderboard, looking at I don't think the tournament leaderboard is incredibly accurate because it rewards participation, which is great.
Right.
But, I mean, because it rewards participation, people who can't participate can't be on it. But whatever, I was using it as a focus point to just analyze what's winning.
Mm-hmm.
I do think if you look at, top 8s, like from the big events in Yomi, if you look at top 8, right,
mm-hmm,
you'll have 2-3 characters that don't belong by general consensus.
Right.
But you will have about 5 characters that are in the top 12.
Right.
Which is, I mean, I think tiers in this game, we downplay them a lot because they are compressed. You can beat the top tiers.
That's not to say that they don't exist, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that they get downplayed a lot when they do exist. Think about what you're doing when you're selecting a character that is a lower tier. I mean, I'm a low tier hero for life in a lot of things, but like I couldn't do it in this game. I get sad. I love this game too much. I needed to play good things, so now I'm playing Minelker and Trot. It works. Zane.
You've abandoned the folly of your youth, and
I say that, but I won 1 grave game in round 1 against Hartley and lost 2, and other than that, I've lost every time I haven't played Geiger in this tournament. Like, pardon?
It's Geiger sending you a message from the future.
Hey, stop that.
Yeah. What are you doing over there, scrub? Get good. Oh, man.
So, I'm excited because, like, but that's the thing. I don't think we'll see Raz play that Pocket Gwyn. I don't think it will come out. I don't think he's willing to risk a game, especially if he leads with Zane. He's not going to that from down.
No.
So
I think
we might very well just sit it out. It may just be, however many games of this matchup.
Yeah, I could also see, as you mentioned, I could see a Geiger switch. That could make sense to me.
I could see the DeGray switch easily as well, or the Ditto. I could see the Ditto because I know Raz considers
it. I want to see that. I want to see the Ditto now. Like as soon as you dangled that lure in front of me, like, hey, by the way, we could see a mirror match for losers semis. Like,
what I will say about the Valerie Ditto is that is a matchup where variance is a big deal.
Right.
If you don't draw, your burst of speed is so good in the Valerie Ditto because it's the only way to make your throws faster.
Right.
It's the only way to make your attacks win if he's got one, It's super important.
On the other hand, you can always defend with ace, right? You
can defend with ace. It's
both of those options.
But you're not going to kill someone with ace alone.
No, that's true. You
have to find that hit, and burst of speed is so important for that. And Valerie finding those aces is the other super important thing. Ace and Q. You have to, and even J, because when you get a hit, it needs to count. So if you play that Ditto, you're letting yourself go up to variance, right?
Right. I want to see. I don't care. I want to see it. I want to see it so
personally, bad. Personally, I would favor. I love Hartley to death, but I would favor Raz in a world where we win in game 1 in the Valerie Ditto, because as much as variance can straight up win you games, I gotta back my boy. I think Raz's reads are probably the most solid in this game. The only person I think that might have better reads is Leontes. And
because he's a crazy person.
He's insane. Leontes has been doing a lot to dissuade me of that notion by not killing my Vendetta when he has the chance. But I think that's the only other person I'd put in the conversation.
That's got to be some kind of like elaborate valuation trap. Like,
yeah, he's waiting to hit me in tournament when I bust my Vendetta out in tournament.
He's like in quick match, he's like, I don't know, I just don't get this matchup. How do you even, Midori?
What this is it's a bait, so he never has to play Enemis's Lum again. He's losing. He's throwing games to me, so that Enemis will play Vendetta.
Hashtag teach the
I'm
controversy.
on to you, Leontes.
Hashtag Illuminati.
Dragon Illuminati. But anyway, yeah. I like Raz's reads over the course of a set better than I like Hartley's. I think that they'll shine through. Well, because with a bad hand, that's how you get out.
So yeah, I mean, talk about tournament experience, right? Like,
that's another thing. I think, especially if the game chat lights up. I mean, you talk about if you're sitting down and playing a fighting game, it's a lot different, especially with people that have card game backgrounds instead of fighting game backgrounds.
Yeah.
When you sit down and play a fighting game, it is loud if you're in loser semifinals.
Yeah.
And everybody's backing behind their boy, and you have to be used to that. And Yomi has that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
With
chat can get crazy.
Chat can go mad. And you can't handle people jeering and yelling, then if that gets to you,
yeah, it can take you out of it.
Raz can be rustled by that, but generally he has a group of buddies. He's got me and Jushichi that follow him around constantly. We're like, I don't coach in a game. Right. I won't say, "Hey, stupid, you're getting hit. Try and block." I'm just going to say, "Hey, stay cool."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Don't lose your mind.
Just having your team behind you in a tournament set is absolutely super valuable. Like, just knowing that people are watching. On the other hand, if there's a dark turn, like we have seen, we like to talk about dark Leontes, but we have seen inklings of dark Raz.
Well, Raz used to be the hero, right?
Right.
Everyone used to love Raz because he was beating people like Deluxe, who had been on top of V1 for forever. Now Zane is not well received in this community. I complain about Zane incessantly. But I'm always going to back my boy.
Yeah, for sure. So, that's good. I totally respect and approve of that.
Unbiased commentary.
I'm gonna be no, I know for sure. No, dude, no, I don't care. Whatever. I'm just saying, I'm gonna, you've put your cards on the table. I've got to root for the underdog here. Like, I want to see. It's like I always want to see it go to match 7 for sure. Like that's guaranteed. I'm always cheering for more games. The other thing is I've got to cheer for the underdog, and I've got to like.
It's definitely Hartley.
It's definitely Hartley. Like,
yep.
dude's good. Shown some real promise, but yeah.
I take that back. I think there's one player in the game that I would call Raz the underdog against, and that's Frick. I think Frick is insanity.
Oh, okay.
The start got delayed by like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Just keep John.
But I'm sitting in winners finals right now. So the first thing I want to do is beat Clan. Like that's number one on my events I want to occur.
Yeah, for sure.
And then both of these players want to play against me. Because I put Hartley into losers in round 1, and I have been talking so much trash to Raz.
A universe of trash.
Yes, it's just like, ooh, my goodness, you could fill a landfill, you could fill 3 landfills, it's bad with how much I've been talking at Raz, right? And I do desperately want to play Raz. One of the main reasons that I'm playing Yomi right now is I want to prove to people he ain't nothing. I'm going to beat... I don't want to lose to anybody else, I want to lose to me.
I'll show you how great I am.
Exactly.
I done wrestled an alligator.
So, that said, both these guys want to play me. I'm still in this tournament too. I want to beat Clan, then I want Clan to beat them, and then I want to beat Clan again. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, dude, this event's been really, really hype.
It has. There's been upsets left and right. We've had, oh my goodness, that match between Deluxe and Raz was impressive. Fra Orlo upsetting everyone in the world.
Yeah, the people's champ. I want him to get into this Animus Run league here.
Hartley has been a joy to watch.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a set with Leontes that ended up 4-1 in my favor. That was absolutely terrifying in one of the worst on-paper matchups in the game.
What was the matchup?
Geiger Midori.
Geiger Midori. Oh, okay.
I lost game 1, then won 4 straight, but they all came down to coin flips at the end.
Yeah.
It's a matchup where you're supposed to play Time Spiral Hurricane and do 1 billion damage and win, and I never was allowed to play that card. It was play Cycloid or die a DQ.
That's the magic. That's the true magic. You learned the true meaning of not only Christmas, but the true magic of Leontes.
Man, terrified. I love playing him because he does the same thing I do. He just will challenge you on everything until you make him respect you. I told my friend I have no idea. I was talking with Raz the other day. This is a while back. I told him this is a game about big supers, and I don't know what to do when I'm staring down the barrel of Anarchy or True Power Storms. I don't know what to do about how not to get hit with them. So my general strategy is, they get True Power Storms. My plan is to have 46 life and tank it with my face or die trying.
Right.
Like,
we in there.
You're going to hit me with that move, and then it's going to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't respect it forever. You can't respect it 100%. You have to.
Who you're playing is. If you're playing against somebody who will hang themselves, just respect it forever and let them hang themselves.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the call you gotta make. That's the call you gotta make.
It's a very risky game, and we're going to see it with Anarchy. We're going to see situations where Raz is going to power up for... He's going to power up for 2 aces, and there's only going to be 3 in his hand, and Hartley's not going to know that, and Raz is just going to start throwing him relentlessly. And those times, you're going to have to stack up and put something on the table. I mean, and we're likely going to see that we're also likely going to see him put something on the table and get hit with anarchy.
Yep.
Like, I expect to see Zane Val played out for the set, unless something goes horribly wrong.
Oh my god, what are those dark clouds building on the horizon?
There are no dark clouds, only rainbows.
Yeah, that's true. What are those dark rainbows gathering on the horizon?
Just monochrome in the distance.
Double rainbows, what does it mean? Oh man.
You get hit with 2K combos, and that sucks.
Yep. Dust yourself off. You bleeding. Oh man. Yeah, I'm super excited.
I talked about it with Raz. I think Zane is the more powerful character here, but Valerie, I think, is one of the absolute best characters to pick into Zane.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take me through
the game plan that Zane has. Zane has 2 game plans. They are separate identities.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is I'm going to play melee attacks and deal a billion damage to you if I hit you because I have a 9 attack, a 7 damage Q linker, and a 9 damage J ender that gives me another chance to hit you.
Yeah.
Right? He has the chief throw speed in most of his matchups. He's mean. And then when you finally get through all that and you're about to win and you got a 40 life lead, you're sitting at 49 life against, 6.
Yep.
He's like, okay, that's really good. I would have to hit you 2 or 3 times. Unless I hit you with anarchy, so I'm going to hit you with anarchy. And then it's, Katie bar the door, let me find some aces. That's why he's so good.
Yeah.
But in this matchup, Valerie has very, very powerful answers to Zane's general gameplay.
Yeah.
Not
right.
anarchy.
Her
Anarchy actually abuses her issue with 0.0 speed attacks. But her 7 throw is faster than all of Zane's throws, save his 5, and her 7 throw is faster than his 5 with burst of speed.
Yeah, with a single burst of speed, which is the important efficiency piece there.
This means that Zane cannot force Valerie to be playing attacks to beat his throws, like he can a lot of characters, and then punish with dodge into Crash Bomb or Jack in order to set up the knockdown so that his normal attacks are 1.0 speed.
Right.
But even when he does get the hit, he just drops it, turn 1, here we go, YOLO, Crash Bomb, here we go, 10 damage, knockdown, my turn, oh, you played an ace.
Yeah, that's right. Fair
Valor's
trade.
is 1.0 speed, trades favorably with every card in Zane's deck, sans Anarchy,
Yep.
and
also
every
has Q
offensive
in case
option.
she doesn't have the ace and wants to get off scot-free.
And she has Queen, which beats everything. It will beat all of his attacks. It doesn't. I don't think. I think Chromatic Orb in a lot of scenarios trades favorably with Crash Bomb because you get to draw, and if you're Valerie, you likely have another one back there.
Right.
Whereas Q does not. Q certainly does not. You deal 8 damage to 10 and you don't get your card. But she has plenty of reversals to challenge his melee attacks, and she can have the chief throw speed in the matchup. And Zane's inherent weakness, his design flaw, is that he has all these powerful mix-up options on your block. But when you knock Zane down,
Right.
Zane only has even blocks.
Right.
So any odd-numbered attack is going to beat his block option.
And burst of speed means that those odd
Exactly.
options are even going to outspeed. Unlike in other matchups where Zane could stand up with a 2 because his 2.3 sits at that really nice
That weakness
speed
is not
range.
generally a weakness for
Yeah.
Zane because
Yeah.
his 2 beats it. His 3 beats most people's.
Yep.
His Crash Bomb, his Jack, and his Ace, either side of his Ace, beats all of those mix-ups. With Valerie, with burst of speed in the game, her 3 attack beats every card that he can play
Except for King.
except for Crash Bomb and either side of the Ace. If she has 2
Right.
bursts of speed, it beats everything but Crash Bomb and Maximum Anarchy. Slipstream Phase won't do it.
Right.
And with Valerie, if you land an attack starter, That's
Hello.
gonna go 3, 6, 5, 5, jack, pump, pump.
Yeah.
That's not optimal, and that's what? That's 8 plus 11 is 19, plus 21 is 40 damage.
Yeah.
There goes half of Zane's life bar. That's Valerie on offense. On the flip side, Valerie has 80 health. Zane can regularly deal 30 damage off a combat win.
Right.
Not off of a throw, but off of an attack starter, Zane can deal 30 damage on a combat win.
Mm-hmm.
And if you dealt 30 damage over the course of the game, let's say you hit a crash bomb and a throw combo, you know?
Yeah.
Or you landed an attack at some point and you hit him with Q9J on the end. Q9J plus the attack starter is probably 30. It's like 18 plus 7 is 25. You need 5 damage more? No, 26.
Right.
That's right. No, 25.
We don't cover math on this program, so...
You need 5 more damage than that over the course of a game. A blocked crash bomb.
Yeah.
If
5
your
chip.
attack starter isn't big enough. And then suddenly, Maximum Anarchy is a 0.0 speed move. It beats anything Valerie does other than block, dodge, or gold burst.
Right.
So that card is very effective versus Valerie, but it's a huge resource investment we talked about earlier. If you miss it,
Yeah. So probably, so you'd prefer, like, you go with game plan 1.
Mm-hmm.
You try to wear her down and win the honest fight, quote unquote.
That's the general Zane strategy against everyone, is I want to beat you straight up. And
if that
I
doesn't
can't
work,
go for Anarchy, I think Proc is basically the only character in the game where he cannot go with game plan 1.
right.
And if that doesn't work, then he goes to it. I think in this matchup, the adjustment you make, though, is that Zane wants to abandon game plan 1 faster in this matchup because
Right.
it's harder to win, so you're less likely to call a comeback out of it as you are landing Anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And threatening Anarchy allows you to go back to game plan 1. I am holding Anarchy in my hands. You're scared of it. You don't want to play those attacks.
Yeah.
You knock me down, I have an answer.
Yeah. You always have to, in the back of your mind, every time you play something remotely off of block and dodge, you have to make peace with the fact that you may be eating 50 damage.
Yep.
Unjokerable 50 damage.
You have a situation where Zane with Maximum Anarchy and 4 other cards in his hand is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Because suddenly he just throws a 10 throw at you. Because you weren't going to press the button, you're terrified.
Yeah.
And he hits you with 10.3 speed throw, and you take, 9 J's, 18, 24 damage and knockdown, and now is it mix up normal? Do I throw my ace at that? Do I just take
Or is it Anarchy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I throw that ace, do I just get dodged?
Mm-hmm.
What is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
It makes game plan A much more effective if you have the cards to support it in addition to Anarchy. So I expect to see a lot of Anarchy.
Just wondering, do we see, if you're going to, let's pretend for a second that you're going for that threaten with Anarchy to make game plan 1 more effective. Do you spend a gold burst to make that happen?
Depends on if you can get it. Like gold bursting against Valerie, blue burst is super good against Valerie.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, is that a trade-off that is even worth making early?
Easily save you 35 damage.
Right.
So I'm going to look at any burst attempt, right? And if it lands, you're a genius. Congratulations, you break the Anarchy. It's the most powerful option in the matchup.
Yeah.
If you miss, you are a fool, sir, because you have thrown away your defensive options. It's terrible. Why did you do that, you idiot?
Yeah, get good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's gold bursting in general, though. It makes you look like a genius or a moron, one or the other.
Yeah. All right, it looks like we're almost at the 10 past 8 time here.
Let me see if we have Let me see if I've heard from Raz.
Room's not up yet.
I'm interested. I want to see where this goes. Valerie falls into that camp of characters that can defeat Plan A. I have company apparently. Valerie falls in that group of characters that Plan A doesn't work very well against. Valerie, Grave, Troc, period. Like those, there's some other characters that Plan A doesn't work as well against, but those are the ones that really demolish Plan A. Setsuki. Outside of that, you don't really have people that just super dunk Plan A. So it's a completely different kind of game than Zane normally has to play. And that's what's exciting to me. I love watching Raz in an adverse situation because he's smart. He generally comes up with it. He's been a high-level Super Smash Brothers player. Both of us play that game competitively. Mm-hmm. We both played Brawl, and now Smash 4. I played Project M versus Hartley versus Grandmaster Raz. Wow.
Here we go.
And I watch him play. He always looks so smart. So I'm super excited. Before this starts, I'm going to mute my microphone and grab myself a drink, otherwise I'll talk myself hoarse.
Sounds good. I'm going to do the same.
So I'll be back in a moment. There we go.
Good timing. Just came back too.
I feel like caps lock engage is so much fun.
It's the best.
I'm considering bailing out of Raz's character like tournament and entering his Mom Destroyer.
Okay, I actually will cut that out just so you can maintain the element of surprise.
I don't care. They can know it's coming. Nothing can stop him.
The alter Riker enters as alter ego.
I have a voice modifier. I could sound like a 13-year-old Xbox Live kid.
Please.
I think I actually have it up still. Yeah, I could try something like this.
No.
I probably shouldn't do that, though.
I'm cut. I'll give you the same speech I gave Bomber when we commented the Yomi Bowl. So you get 3 strikes, and then I've got this giant breaker switch that I can throw.
It's all down.
Yeah, it just deletes Skype from my computer. Just uninstalls the whole damn program.
I need that. I never need to interact with this again. Are they streaming? Why do we have three recordings of everything? I know Mad King is trying to hit it big on streaming, but I really think Yomi's future is on YouTube.
I like the fact that, well, he does both. He streams and then he uploads the actual video, which I like. I think that's a big problem. I agree entirely with you. I know we discussed it earlier. I think on our very, very first cast together with Malthug, that like there's just you want to be in the match. Like, if you're watching this, you want to be in the match. You want to be in the client. You want to see the chat as it's happening.
Yep. You want to be a part of the hype. You don't really want to go back and you don't want to watch it on a Twitch chat. You want to be in there to affect people. As long as that option exists, people want to see it in real time. They don't want to see it on Twitch delay.
Yeah,
and they super don't want to have it on the Twitch delay that would allow hands-on.
Yeah. The only way I could see making a stream work, I know that Mad King, I think for the finals, had like 8 or so viewers, which is pretty impressive, but considering it was the finals of Yomi Bowl and there was just 8 people watching, it's, you know, it's kind of, it speaks to the problem, right? And I think the only way to fix that problem is if you make the room lock, you turn hands off, and then you direct everybody to the stream, and then people stream Monster on the stream. But then you've got a totally silent chat, which I don't know if we. It's a bold move, Cotton.
I think it's more fun when it's a hype chat. Even when I'm playing and everyone's yelling at me,
Yeah.
I think it's more fun. Because I'm going to yell back the entire time. I have timed out in a tournament match because I was too busy typing in all caps. Shades of Bomb Destroyer.
No, really? No.
I have once. I mean, I don't sort my hand specifically in case I ever time out.
Right.
Also because I don't sort my hand when I'm playing IRL, which I don't get a chance to do very often. But my thing is, if I were to accidentally time out and you saw, you know, and you knew my hand was sorted and you saw the 7 come out, right? You know my hand is full of face cards because I don't have anything on rank 2 through 6.
Yeah. Unlike the actual situation where you've got like a 2, a 4, a 6.
Yeah, I'm just blocking. I'm super excited to see. One key thing we didn't touch on that's going to be important in this matchup is identifying what's in the other man's hand. If you could tell when Valerie's playing, especially on the Zayn side, if you could tell when Valerie is scared because she doesn't have burst of speed in her pocket, then you can put a town. You can actually put that 3 on the table to stop the cross up. Not a 3 because she has 2 speed normal. No, just 0.4. You can put the 3 on the table to stop the cross up if she doesn't have the 10.
Right. Senpai is I love the chat. Damn, meeting on the mountain pass and shit.
I bet you know it will. Eyes on the prize, boys.
Yes, Raz, like the samurai of old, is merely a tool.
See how it is, Raz.
Alright. Hartley is already top tier in my heart.
They're both top tier in my heart.
To take the scenic route.
We did. We saw that we were on the outside of the bracket for once in our lives. And I immediately looked at him and said, I'll see you in winners finals. And so I made good on that. To everyone's surprise. And Raz was just like, sure is loser's bracket over here. Meanwhile, Hartley is scaring me. She's writing all new lore for Valerie that I didn't know existed.
Let's talk more rock. Do this.
I'm ready. If there wasn't, it wouldn't be any fun. a good response. Oh,
Yeah, get your suspension checked. This could be.
XD. All right, let's go. I'm excited.
Yes. Okay.
Both characters can make a lot of money off of a successful turn 1 block here. Zane with cards in his hand, eventually he gets to Anarchy faster.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie with cards in her hand has the damage to kill Zane in 3 hits.
Yeah.
But because they both benefit so much from blocking an attack on turn 1, they both benefit so much from throwing each other on turn 1.
Yeah. I think definitely Zane gets the better payoff off the throw, though, right?
Early, yes. Because Zane's shenanigans fuels his high octane offense. See, there's the turn 1
nice.
block.
Good stuff.
We
gotta see a real match here.
Since they both want to throw each other to stop the other person from blocking, which they both want to do, attack is an option. This is a really wide open neutral, especially early before hand sizes are determined.
Yeah, and before enough of the deck has gone through, that Valerie almost certainly has a 10.
Exactly.
Okay, puts the 2 out.
The 2 draws Hartley a card, and the lack of a 2 in hand is not that big a deal.
Yeah.
2 is not your cross up. With burst of speed, 3 is just as good as neutral. 4 is almost as good as neutral.
Yeah.
He just loses to 2.
Nope. Technical difficulties.
LCS. But I would say that 2 coming out, when that 2 comes out, you get a pretty good idea that the hand is full of normals. That she had a follow-up for it, and that primary follow-up you would look for this early in the game. You wouldn't want to drop your hand size down to nothing for a jack combo. Mm-hmm. You want to go play a 2. You might even play bold strokes, although normally you want to save that for a throw in this matchup. But you want to hit him with 2, 4, 6, 6, 6, 5, you know?
Yeah.
And fetch your aces. That way they're there.
Yeah.
You do like 20 some odd damage and have your aces.
Yeah, and then you're set up to do all sorts of threatening stuff. Like, you get your good damage off of a successful throw. You get great damage if you're able to string another 4 normals and tag 2 aces onto each other, because those aces self-perpetuate. It's just a great time to be alive for Val if she can get that ammo in the tank. And
it's kind of just a thing that's going to happen to you eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually you slip up and give Val the aces because of the way her normal innate works.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But knowing that means that throw is very powerful as well. It means that she might not have the best combat options to hit Zane with.
Yep.
But if she can, there's Zane trying to get his offense started through it before she gets the face cards to stop him.
Yeah. So almost certainly a king in hand.
Almost. At least there is
or
a
at least J. Yeah.
There is a knockdown in hand.
Yeah.
But the Valerie side, if you throw and knock him down with a handful of normals and you've got that burst of speed, the 3 is amazing right now. There's the scoop.
Nice.
That 5 forces out a burst of speed to lose to throw.
Yep.
Oh, bad mills.
Oof.
Nothing to follow up with here. But he has a 9-card hand. He can come out of hand and just hit him.
Yeah.
There's
throw. Okay, just deals a 12, so
lack.
no J in hand.
Yeah, lack of J. Hey, it just means they're in the deck so you can pull them out on the shenanigans.
Yeah, we shrugged that off.
You have to. You play Zane and turn
absolutely.
1, you throw them and they pull out 2 jokers. It's just like, okay, yeah. But now the good stuff's in there.
But my dad'll come. He'll beat you up. Yeah.
Those
So that
dodges
does
from
mean that
Zane-
one of those really strong 5 throws is gone. One less of those to worry.
If Zane can force out the burst of speed on things that won't hurt him that much, it means he doesn't have them for later, when he can really hurt Zane. That's not good.
That is not good. That's not what you want.
Lack of
Oops.
7 confirmed. Now here, where do you go? You can either go normal, grab an ace. Normal jack, pump, or normal ace. Normal ace if you got it. If you got it, you play normal ace, right?
Yep.
You may play normal jack, pump if you've got it as well.
Nice.
With a face down, you almost certainly take knockdown regardless.
Yeah, I like the patience.
But the knockdown is terrifying here.
Yes.
Valorie's
So-
3 is like...
So here we see it. If we see the 3, I think that's pretty much confirmed that there's a burst of speed behind.
I think if you have a Joker, a bad play is not Zane's 3. Just put it on the table, burn the burst of speed, and then Joker.
Knowing that he has the king in hand, I wonder if he plays it this early. Nope. Okay, just takes the hit. We almost certainly see a face down on this.
I don't like that block. Yeah, we almost certainly see a face down. I don't like that block at all. Because, I mean, maybe he didn't have anything that wasn't like a jack to beat it, right? But there's 2 3s gone already from Hartley. Meaning the cross-up may or may not be there next time. But it means the burst of speed didn't go.
So why do you
It's
prefer
certain-
a 3 attack over a 4 block in that situation?
If you burn the burst of speed in Hartley's hand, that means he has to... Like, he just played 2 3s there. He plays that combo on you after a burst of speed. It's much more likely that the next time he knocks you down... Bling throw.
Yep.
The next time he has to knock you down, he has to play a 5 to cross you.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, he's going in raw now. That's both Jokers gone.
The 2. If you burn the burst of speed in Hartley's hand, then it's more likely that good Cindy
Jesus!
got all 4 aces and a burst of speed, although he almost certainly gets another one, and he didn't have a Joker in there. But if you burn the burst of speed in his hand, and he has to cross up with a 5 in the future, he has to burn 2 of them on that. He has to have 2 of them to burn 2 of them.
Only having 2 odd normal. Don't teach Raz. Keep your eyes on the game.
I think if you're Valerie here, you probably just uppercut.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you just uppercut.
Blarp. We see the Joker come out.
The Joker's almost certainly in that hand.
There's gotta be. There's 10 of those cards at the bottom of the deck, so there's about a 1 in 3. Well, there's a...
He doesn't have it!
Oh, jeez.
And shenanigans. Why? Humanity. Well, you just got hit like a freight train.
Yeah. Handicap applied. Well, with a 50 life lead, that's it's a good time to apply it, I guess.
So he needs 1 hit. Although with the J's gone, he might need more than 1 hit.
Yeah.
If he has 2 aces in hand, he needs 1 hit. The reason I would say... Ooh.
Oh no.
I need to see something real quick to understand why Raz played that. Oh my, I didn't realize that Hartley had 2 Qs in that hand he lost.
Yeah, I did. That was like the safety against. Okay. All right. Okay.
He almost just lost the game right there.
Yeah. It's like not like this. Jesus.
How many crash bombs did he mill? Because I know he milled 1. He's milled only the 1.
Yeah, 2 jacks used, 2 aces used.
2 jokers used.
Yeah. So
2
assuming
5s. ace here. Another 5.
Nice.
He's drawn 3 of them. That makes up for the shenanigans.
Wow. Okay, not much damage. Still so close to this, just crash bomb all day. Although I guess with 11 card, yeah, we take it back. So crash bombs just become absolutely oppressive right now.
Yeah, you get she has no way around it.
Yeah.
You get hit, and you get hit, and you get hit, and you die.
Yeah.
And if you knock Zane down, you suddenly have to be terrified for your life.
There you go. I like the courage.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to be confident.
Yep.
Here, you probably just drop the jack because he
Yeah.
has no jokers. You just put him on the table. Jack K means he probably doesn't have another jack. He almost certainly didn't have enough pumps for another jack because there's 2 Qs still on the bottom of his deck.
Yeah. No power up since that's been banished to the
So-
Phantom Zone.
If he has another jack in hand, there's 1 jack and 3 kings in the deck that he could get access to right
Mhm.
now. That's probably rip.
Yeah. Unless you
Joker,
got a
yeah.
Joker.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now the
Doesn't
crash
even have to spend the crash
house.
bomb.
Knock him down and play the king, IMO.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. GG. Game 1 down.
Yep.
Okay. So clawed his way back into at least touching him for 40 damage. But that was some oppressive. That Creator and Destroyer just absolutely ruined Valerie's day.
It caught 4 aces and 2 Qs,
Yeah.
meaning that Plan A was perfectly fine again.
Yeah, all of those options that we had discussed being, super great. Valerie's got all these responses to... Whoa! Okay. All those responses to wake up, or all those responses to media attacks, and every single one of them was banished to the Phantom Zone.
Right? You just mash the 9 here and hold the crash bomb if you've got it.
Yep.
Yep.
Right, or
Take
Raziek
9
agrees.
damage. Take 9 damage. Don't ruin your hand this early.
Mhm.
But the dodge signifies the crash bomb is probably there.
Yeah,
The ace
that makes
from
sense.
Hartley signifies that the normals probably aren't. Or at least none of them that are a reasonable starter with whatever number of bursts of speed in your hand.
Yeah, I would say that it's
And so
probably
here's the throw.
probably a good indicator that he doesn't have the burst of speed at the very least. Would be my thought.
Well, if he doesn't have 4 or more normals to play, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put in a normal on the board at that point. And Valerie with a kludgy hand doesn't threaten Zane.
Right.
So you have to disguise that better.
So we've seen a block
And I mean,
and an ace.
to do that, you do what Hartley did, and you just play the ace on turn 1, then you play the normal. You prove to him, I can mask that. I can fake it.
Mm-hmm.
Uppercut.
Nice. Yep.
Keep off.
Plays it straight.
That's the thing Raz will do. He will disrespect you until you make him respect it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't wake up throw me unless unless you can prove to me that you're willing to play the obvious play of the queen or the ace.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with 40 health down, I mean, perfectly happy to trade a 9 for an ace, I'm sure. Okay.
Okay, I was going to say if you keep it, I would be surprised to see Zane continue the offense at that point because he does not have the hand to support killing Hartley, and running himself down on cards any further is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he gives Hartley a hand. If he had swung that 2 into a block trying to catch a throw or something.
Oh, just takes his foot off the gas for a second. Yeah, much better shenanigans this time around.
See if he's got another Q in it, or another ace or jack in his hand.
Yeah.
Talking is hard, guys. QQ.
Yeah, it's big damage.
The AA is a lethal follow-up now off of a good hit.
Yeah, this is all sorts of scary for Hartley here.
Oh, you've seen like 3 Qs now. Yeah, you've seen 3 Qs, so the AI is probably not really the follow-up off of the not a 6.
See another 5 throw. Hashtag Leontes.
Is throw 9J lethal? If he has a crash bomb to follow up on the block.
Okay.
Good block.
Dodges 21.
That is complete and utter Val hand is butts. This is Val is a mid-tier character hand.
Yeah. The nice thing about the J is that it undercuts at least the Zane 2. But yeah, I would agree.
Yep, and now you've played the J and alerted him that your hand is butts. He played another attack that was even worse than the J, proving I'm not just gonna go back to blocking. You can't just throw me because my hand is butts. But Raz is just like, that's fine. I didn't want to.
I'll just be 10 card Zane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets hairy, I'll play Anarchy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Rip. Anarchy. Let's see it.
Let's see. I'm definitely gonna see King now if it's in hand.
Yeah. Well, I think that King's been in head since turn 1 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is. Ooh. Now AA is lethal out of a dodge.
So Q reversal with Joker backup if he has it, to at least get back to neutral.
He might hurl the 9 at him in an attempt to trade with Ace here.
Mm-hmm. Although anything off of a 6 or a 2 is probably going to be lethal at this point.
I disagree with Hartley's face down on that dodge punish. He needed a 6 there to beat that. He may not have even had a 6. He might have only had a 2 or something.
So just in the sense that nothing he's going to play except Anarchy would have been lethal anyway, and you can save it for another, like just keep the card in hand?
Yeah.
I suppose so. I think
Anarchy was really unlikely there, as much as I wanted to see it.
Yeah, I think probably just played to hope that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we see the versus.
speed.
Oh.
Whoa!
Ouch.
That is super unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the 3rd queen again, or the 3rd 5 throw. Okay, at least.
The boy lives.
Yes, exactly. Damn.
If you watch Hartley's games, if you look at his match history for this tournament, the man goes up 2 games before losing about 3 of them and then finishing it out.
Right. Yeah, and this
He's
is
starting behind in this set.
Is he really gonna? It's gonna be a test. Oh.
Rip.
Yeah.
You've been playing your fast attacks and you just showed you don't have a burst of speed.
Yeah.
That jab is super safe.
Yeah, that Joker doesn't matter.
Throw in a normal. Throw in a jack. What you got?
Throw in a jack for safety? No.
Throw in normal.
That's it. GG game 2.
Man, oh man.
Oh, that was a more impressive match than the first one.
Well, Val didn't have anything.
Yeah.
She never got her normal string.
Good call. Good call right off the bat.
Back in 1 moment.
Yep. So we've seen Raz open blocks. Yeah, continues to open block.
Once more, we see opening ace.
Yeah.
And I said before, until you prove otherwise to me, that is an indicator that you don't have the normal with which to open.
Right.
Because his attack is not in Zane's early throw range against Dahlia, really.
Yeah,
He's
Raz
perfectly
content just to block here.
Yeah. Zane is perfectly content to throw Valerie on turn 1 if he's going to aggress. And if he gets beaten on throws, he burns a burst of speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Wow.
There we go. So now we have to be proven. Hartley, you need to prove to us that you've got the normals. Alright. We have a fourth one. Okay, good.
There they are. Oh, the 2.
Yeah.
The 2 must have been the cantrip on the 3.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why?
Yeah, and you play it just to get the ace, or the second ace.
Unless the 3 was supposed to be some sick valuation trap for the 2.
Nice.
Just do it.
Yeah, why not?
Throw in a 16, you have it.
Well, I mean, Raz has been representing block
choke
very
your
heavily. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. You
No
can you
sense.
can fake, you can bluff. Bluffing makes a lot of sense. But you can't actually joker that 16 that's coming in
Yeah.
good conscience because of how powerful an option not following up the throw and taking knockdown is.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It sets her up for her preferred situation where she's
But I was
mixing up.
going to mention that we just saw all of Valerie's normals come out. She probably doesn't have the odd attack.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to catch the crash bomb there to knock him back down, hopefully draw into it, probably.
Also blocking with the burst of speed, probably no other throws and no normals. So we were looking at face card city.
Likely. Well, no odd normal. She probably has even normals, 2, 4, 6.
Why would you
Just on the sheer number of cards in his hand.
Why would you block with a 10 though if you have the 4 or the 6 in hand?
Because you need to find, like, if Crash Bomb comes out, Zane's reversal, right?
Mhm.
And you block it, Zane goes back to the ground, you pick up 2 cards before you have to play another combat, and that means that you're in a world where you can very, reasonably cross Zane up.
Right. So
This
we
may
do,
be a game we see enter. He's trying to decide right now. There's no face down here. He can get that ace.
Yeah.
There it is. The lack of normal filler means that at the very least, I don't think he has a 5 or a 6, and I would be surprised if he had a K,
yeah.
unless he just drew it within those 2 cards off of the ace and the normal the draw for turn.
Okay. There's the normal. So he's probably put
Zane's
together
turn.
at least 2 more.
Likely, or a jack.
Right.
And he almost certainly has a jack stocked back there.
Mhm.
Which means that even though his aces are gone, and all the 2 known aces are gone, there could be 2 hanging around somewhere else.
Mhm.
He likely has a Q at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah.
If we think that he had a handful of face cards, he's almost certainly got an uppercut here
Yeah.
just to come out,
It does indeed.
and Raz has dodged it.
Yeah.
He played it the last time he got knocked down.
Good a good call.
Hold your breath.
Oh no.
Hold your breath.
No, don't oops. Don't oops. Okay.
Okay.
Whew. We may continue watching this fine game of Yomi. The Zane gods have permitted it. So yeah, good call on the good call on the dodge there from Raz. Especially considering if I was able to identify that Val probably has a whole bunch of face in hand and not much else.
Yeah. Well, he was blocking with the 10 earlier.
Yeah.
So the odd is a hopeful attempt to catch the 10 block, I would imagine.
Well, I think just in general, if you're blocking with the 10, you've probably not got too many great options to block with.
I mean, if you have a second Q, you probably put that on the table, but I would imagine he doesn't have one.
Mhm.
I don't like that from Hartley.
Yeah.
That was a jack. Raz is not represented that he'll throw you while you're knocked down yet. Unless his hand is entirely blockless.
Well, he's
And
still
he was
got.
throwing a card away so as not to risk his burst of speed.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Well, I guess that's 7 with the burst of speed. I take
No,
that back. 7 with
no.
the burst of speed was a reversal.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So you're at least trading 7
For standing.
Yeah.
Raz was so far down earlier, and now he's back.
Yeah. 2 combos.
Knock, knock, I have the lead.
Oof. Open up
Another
the door. It's real. Goes down to
Oh
10.
no! He's in range, boys. Jacks, we've seen 3 jacks.
Yeah, barf forever. Yeah, there's the 10. Yeah.
The last time he reached this scenario, Hartley, that was King coming.
Yeah.
That was the
Without
second
a doubt.
king was right behind him.
Without a doubt. 100% guaranteed.
But the reason he played the first king was because it was in a point where last time Raz he dedicated himself to dodging into the last 10 damage. Right?
Yep.
And that time he just played it with Hartley Hartley was a step behind. He's one Yomi layer off.
Good.
Oh, there it goes.
I was thinking we might see that with two. You've opened up with Ace two games in a row. It hasn't worked a single time. Now I'm just gonna play it honestly and block, and then get thrown by evil Raz.
Yep.
So nice to see that stuffed at least. That's a nice point back from the tilt.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of the first 5. Ooh, this
Very
is a
good.
good start. I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the first 5 openers Raz has had available. He might not have come out until this point because he never had a 5.
Mm-hmm. I could see that too.
You haven't been representing Wake Up Crash Bomb. Do you just put it on the table right now?
I think you have to. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Just,
Here, I like this better than
yeah. Prove to me you have the burst of speed.
There.
And he does not. Yeah, very smart. Nicely done. Because, yeah, exactly. You don't want to be that silly Val player that runs a 2 into an even block.
Kappa? No, 7. I love you, Bomber. Ooh, second ace.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like the Randy ace there.
Was he? He wasn't knocked
I
down.
like holding the ace for the knockdown.
Yeah.
I can understand why you play it. Ace is a very good button in neutral because you just showed you don't have a burst of speed.
Yeah.
But Hartley, my friend, there are these blue cards, and you don't care about them,
dude. Here,
so
to be
go
honest,
for it, friend.
To be honest, though, he has been getting wrecked with 5 throws. Just like Raz has drawn like 7 games worth of 5 throws in these past 3 games. So I can understand the young Hartley being a bit gun shy.
I can understand as well. I can get behind that. Here, you put the crash bomb on the table. No,
Okay.
no crash bomb. He either wanted the starter there. I don't know. I'm having a hard time reading Raz's hand, which I guess is.
I think that might have honestly that might have just been the sodium 2 to undercut the Val 2.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put it past.
I don't know. I doubt it was to undercut Val 2. I don't think Val 2 would come out there. I think it was to undercut Val 3 definitely. But I don't know if that's your read. I mean, it worked out. It worked better than Crash Bomb. I would have been back on my back. But
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't particularly like the decision if that's your read, but I don't know the composition of his hand. If he's got 3 jacks in there, then go for it, champ.
Oops.
Oh.
Maximum oops?
See a Crash Bomb. If it's maximum oops, then... that's a possibility.
No, okay.
Yeah, no Crash Bomb.
Burns a J. Almost certainly has the J. Like another J in hand.
Another J, yeah.
So even life, huge hand for Zane. Jesus.
Probably here. Val has only uppercut on Wake Up once, but it was recent. Does Raz respect uppercut here? I think I'm considering throw. I think that Hartley is considering throwing right here, and I think he just needs to run back to the uppercut.
Yeah. Well, with no K in hand, they're making those even cross-ups really work for him. Oh, flips the other J too.
Oh,
Jesus.
mercy. Mercy.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a boy.
Serlin, make Slipstream phase a linker so we can end this faster. Hartley takes 29 points of damage.
Yep.
29! Send help! Don't think, play the uppercut, Hartley. Please, just have one and put it on the table.
Yeah. It's even less likely that he's got the king in hand now.
Or play something you can speed to an uppercut.
There we go.
Oh,
thank goodness. Please, Lord, deliver us in our time of need. Okay, gets back to standing. Does have 10 cards in hand.
We likely still have a jack in Raz's hand, though.
What makes you say that?
It's that because he played the jack earlier, and then he flipped one off shenanigans. We never saw another one. He played the jack. He was dodging instead of blocking.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Needed
There we go.
that.
There's the aces. Here we go. Normal, 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 normal. Here comes a face down too. The face down's coming. Whether it's a burst, I don't know.
Yeah. But with 9 cards in hand, why don't you face down? Yeah. Smart.
Depending on the composition of your hand, you might just go 4 into jacks and just go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, went for aces. That's fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that that's 2 of his 3s gone now. His cross-up options are very limited against Sane right now. He's going to have to play the mix-up more honestly, I think. Unless he's sitting on 3 bursts of speed, in which case 5 is about the most dishonest card in the game. Just put king on the table here?
Probably see... Oh, yeah, from Raz? Yeah.
I was not talking about Raz, I was talking about Hartley.
Okay.
I would have wanted to swing there to prevent that. But it's so hard because Raz's dodge is also super intimidating.
Yeah.
QJ here? QJ. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there's the J.
Ooh, doesn't have it either. Goes down to 11. Guile theme, everyone. Cue up your YouTube playlist. Infinite Guile repeat.
Here.
Oh, don't do
what he's doing?
this guy heel
If he plays
turn.
anarchy, I'm not talking to him.
I'm about to type heel turn into chat as soon as this freaking anarchy lands. Honestly, I think probably K. Oh, are you We're through here. I love the commitment.
My God.
I
I mean, that's 5 chip. Crash bomb, crash bomb, crash bomb. Play 4 of them in a row. Just go. No, be in the 6.
Oh,
There's that.
shutout confirmed.
Well.
Wow.
GG's.
Wow. Well played,
Better
by
luck next time.
Raz.
4th place is not bad for your
Yeah.
first major.
Yeah, no kidding. First outing, that's and that tournament went deep too. Like some strong players in that in every parts of the bracket. She was once my wife. You tell him. You talk to your boy, okay? I don't want. I want to see a good, clean fight.
Gross.
Honestly, I don't know if that's worse than just playing the K and then waking up with anarchy. Like
I hard read one of those Ks in game 3. Called it. He's talking to Phoenix about whether hard reads exist.
Right. Well, there we go. That's the match. We've decided we've figured out who the 4th place finisher is for the feature film festival fight. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bomber, I hate you so much. We've got Raz, who's going to be waiting for the loser of Clan versus Riker. So that should be exciting.
It's happening on Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, I will be there to cast that. You'll be joining me on the mic, of course.
Obviously. That'd be an impressive feat. I can just tell you what Clan's gonna play before he plays it, and then walk into it anyway.
This is like my
Yes, I expect true power of storms here, so I am going to throw.
All right.
Oh, Leonte's putting the boy in his place.
He's got to. I mean, look, he's doing a public service. If Raz can't leave his room because his head's too big, that's no good for anyone. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Riker, thank you very much for joining me on commentary.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Cheers, everybody.